Here this afternoon with Coach Lister. Coach, you guys have a big week. This is the HAAC opening week for you. You'll take on Mid-America Nazarene tomorrow night on the road. Then you'll come back to the Collins Center and take on another ranked opponent in Central Methodist. But first off, kind of give us a status of your team and thoughts on the squad as they've gone through a big portion of their non-conference and now going into the HAAC.
Yeah, right now, I think we're where kind of expected us to be. We're 6-3 overall. We have a couple losses to a couple NCAA Division II schools. For the most part, we've got some new moving pieces that we're trying to really get up to speed quickly. We have some talented kids that haven't played a whole lot in our system, and we've seen the growing pains with that. We've seen some moments where we felt like we played very, very well, and then moments where we've looked a little bit lost. And I think we're still trying to find a little bit of our identity as a group. Just trying to establish roles, what kind of team we're going to be. I think at times we've seen glimpses of what we're capable of, but I know the girls feel like they haven't been as consistent as they would like to be overall, and we're 6-3 because of that. So we definitely have room for improvement. I think we're going to continue to get better as the year goes on. We've got a couple really, really tough tests to start conference off, which will show us a lot about who we are. But I know that we're capable of going out and playing well. It's just a matter of whether we can do that for extended periods of time to give ourselves a chance to win against a couple of really good basketball teams.
This is now your fourth season competing at the HAAC level as a head coach at Baker. What are some keys that you've seen in the past that can help bring you some success in this next year?
Yeah, I think in this league you have to be tough and you have to be consistent. It's definitely a grind. There's very little margin for error. You have to play consistently well every night against any team that you're playing in this league, because you're capable of losing on any night. So, this league is getting better every year that I've been in it, and I know that the conference race isn't won or lost, in the first game of the conference season, but you certainly want to try to start as positive as you possibly can. We happen to be playing our rival on their home floor to start conference play, so we're going to get a great test early to see where we're at, and certainly we'll have things that we can grow from no matter what, but we feel like we're capable of going over there and playing at a high level and having a chance to start 1-0 in this conference, and that's always a good way to get going.
Let's start off with Mid-America. Like you said, a big rivalry game. You're taking on a team right down the road. Be a nice atmosphere. What have you seen so far in preparations with the Pioneers?
Well, Mid-America's been the standard the last few years, and though we were able to win the conference last year, they won the conference tournament. They've won 30-plus games the last couple of years. They're a top 15 program right now, and they play very well every year, regardless of their personnel. They've lost some very key players for them. They graduated a bunch of seniors last year, but they have some really good young players that are going to step in and be very, very good in our league. And I think they're in some of the same situation we are, where they're still going through some growing pains and figuring some things out about themselves. But they certainly have a lot of talent. They have good depth. They might be relying on their starters a little bit more this year than they have the last couple of years, but they've got a very, very good starting five, and they've got some young kids that they're throwing in that are playing well for them early. So they're tough, they're physical, they get up and down the floor well. They really push the ball well in transition. They can play inside out. They can score around the basket. They rebound well, and they take care of the basketball, which are all positive things if you want to be successful in this league. So they're certainly not going to beat themselves, and we're going to have to go over there and play well and not beat ourselves either. And play, Simon sound basketball, play really smart with the basketball, and not make mistakes, and have a chance to beat them there.
Then Saturday, you'll come home, take on another ranked team, Central Methodist, a team that is undefeated at this point. What are some other things you've seen out of the Eagles?
Yeah, it's going to be a quick turnaround against another ranked opponent that hasn't even hardly been tested this year. They've played pretty well in all of their games so far. Mid-America and Central Methodist are like 12-2 combined, I believe. So two teams that are expecting to win, that are picked 2 and 3 in the league behind us. Central Methodist is a very, very good shooting team. They're averaging, I think, 10 made three-pointers per game, which is tremendous. They can fill it up from the outside. They've got a really strong post player that's averaging very high numbers. Dropped 40, I believe, in one game. So They're very diverse as well. They're a really good basketball team that can present a lot of different mismatches on the floor. We're going to have to match up well and be smart in how we guard and really try to take advantage of some of our strengths and see if we can come out and play at a high level against them as well. But it's always tough that second game when you played against your rival in an emotional game. And for us, I think the key is going to be whether we're going to be able to show up emotionally and get past the Mid-America game and put that behind us, get ready for another very, very good team. So it should be a great atmosphere at home as well. Great way to start conference and see where we're at. We're looking forward to 2 challenges, and I know we're fully expecting to go over to Mid-America and compete and be successful and do the same here at our place.
Coach, thank you for your time and good luck in this big HAAC opening week.
Thank you.